class.
You're back again.
So we got that. Visually what we look like. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, we can start this off this second time around.
Oh yeah, this issue is beautiful. Look at it, people. Look at it.
So right now we're looking at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo Win Where Issue 1. I guess we might as well do the disclaimer now. We are probably going to batter all the dialogue and the pronunciation of majority of these words.
Yeah, because these words was difficult. It's definitely, they try to put it in English, but it gets crazy. Let's just say that.
Yeah, immediately. So I guess
Let's start with the beginning. Yeah,
we might as well go at the beginning. Originally looking at this cover, I already was like very inquisitive of like what's going on here. So apparently this is a collab with IDW and Dogu.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It is. I never really heard of Dagu before this comic book series, so I'm gonna look them up, see what type of stories they do. But this issue to me was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. This was poetry in all type of levels. It was simple, but it continued, and I like it. Let's start from the beginning.
So originally, well, at the very beginning of this, Usagi and Nozuki, they're on their horses and they're pretty much traveling through like open land. It looks like it's in Japan. Has to be way back in the past, and they're traveling into a village to where they stumble across some peasants, in which these peasants pretty much these peasants.
Yeah.
I mean,
They was begging for Usagi's help, but Usagi kept saying, "I'm on a mission. I can't help. I don't have time." That part to me was funny. Like, get away from me, peasant.
I mean, in a sense, that's how Nozuki originally had felt. But Usagi's always been a character that kind of had some empathy towards people and wanted to help people. But then, at the same time, he'll still murder something. He'll still put some blood on that sword.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
You got to protect that neck because he goes for the neck, Usagi. And he even imitated a character in this comic book. And I was like, oh my goodness.
So originally, Ninjuku, the guy who hired Usagi, they're both meeting up in this village to discuss a strategy to defeat this emperor, this king, this unknown king. We don't know how powerful he is, but again, the peasants were asking for help speaking on a kappa. And I think it was Ninja Turtles 3 that first spoke on the kappa.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So we ended up running in.
God, that movie was terrible. Yeah, don't watch TMNT number 3 back in the 90s. That movie was awful.
When it came out, I loved it. When I went back and watched it, I was like, "Where's the action?" I think that was the one they had freaking Three Stooges sound effects, bunch of zoinks and boinks
Yeah,
going on.
really bad. I hated that movie. I hated it when it came out. Like I was an intelligent kid that saw the bullshit from a mile away, and I did not like that movie. But anyway, back to this comic book. It was just simple, man. They didn't do too much. It didn't have no woke or feminist agenda. It felt like a comic book I could read 10, 15 years ago before comic books really went to hell.
So basically, long story short, after passing the peasants, he pretty much asked Nojuku for privilege to go and hunt this copper.
Yeah.
And then this is when the comic introduces these new characters. So in this dimension, it's looking like there's multiple mutants, if they're called mutants. They've got a panda, they've got another rhino. The rhino, he may look like a rhino or a hippo. I don't know exactly verbatim what he is.
Yeah.
But so they have all those in there, and I mean, there's also some romance. Like I believe this might be the beginning of Usagi's first romance.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got that, and they come across this. They finally come across the Usagi. I mean, the Kappa, and freaking like immediate violence, like decapitate. I'm sorry. I'm tongue twisted right now.
Yeah, it's okay. I like what you was going, and then I love towards the end where it was the robots. Now we're back in the TMNT universe in New York City, of course. Hopefully it's New York City. They didn't say which city, but I'm pretty sure. And they're like in this laboratory, and they see all these robots, and they're interfering. Like this whole comic book is a mystery. We don't know what's going on, but the Ninja Turtles is at this lab. They see robots that we don't know the names yet because they didn't put it in the comics. And these robots are building a machine where you could go to different dimensions and stuff. And the Ninja Turtles accidentally got sucked in this machine. And I want you to take it from there, where they actually met Usagi.
Well, the turtles didn't meet Usagi yet. So Usagi and they were in a groups, paired in fours, searching up and down the river for the Kappa that was drowning and killing people in that village. Simultaneously, while they're going up and down that river, in I guess you would call it real time, the turtles were at this robotic lair fighting this boss and going through defeating all those minions. Boss, as he escapes, sets a timer to end them and send them out into Japan. It's kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 3 all over again, but
yeah, so far. But it feels like this time they're slowly putting everything together, and we're not just getting this hot mess like Ninja Turtle 3. But let's open this and see if we can see a few of the pages. Just touching it makes me feel special, man.
The art itself kind of reminds me of like Jake and Finn. I don't know if this is Dogu's like style, or if this is just some new art that they've created for this particular series. But
I didn't understand that.
I really don't know the age of any of the turtles. With the shading that they use, you really can't tell if like Splinter's still alive or not. But these are the robots that they use.
Yeah, these are the robots. And let me see. Yeah.
But the big suspense going into the end of this comic book is when Usagi and the female split up with the other two people. Usagi and them had just killed the Kappa. The other guys don't even know that Kappa exists. So at that same time, the Ninja Turtles are being warped into Usagi's dimension. So there's going to be some confusion of the Ninja Turtles being ancient Chinese demons. So what's going to happen from there is going to be immediate confrontation. Who knows? Somebody accidentally going to die, because when you turn these pages in this comic book, there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, And that's what I like about USAGI. They're like the dark version of the Ninja Turtles, but only it's just one character. And he reminds me of kind of like Deadpool, but without the jokes. He's just straight action, man. This dude is the real shit.
I mean, he looks cuddly. He looks nice. I guess in the past, what's your familiarity to Usagi's character?
USAGI, all I know is he's a dangerous guy. He goes to village, saving the day, doing things for money or just doing things because it's a noble purpose. That's what I like about USAGI. Because have you watched the Incredible Hulk show with Bill Bixby in the 1960s where David Banner will go to city helping out people?
I kind of watched the one with Luke Ferrigno.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, yeah, with Luke Ferrigno. I remember that series.
That's kind of like
you kind of have that kind of presence in the original TMNT cartoon series.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always seemed like a sensitive character, but again, like you had said, like an assassin for hire, any job that he do, he's going to get the job done. So he is loyal.
He's willing to kill. He's willing to kill.
He's going to fulfill the mission, and he has loyalty tied to him. But he's also violent. So we'll see if, to me, the Turtles will be able to somehow kind of persuade him to not kill anymore. Because TMNT, I don't really know them to kill anybody.
Well, they were dangerous in the original comics. I forgot.
Because I remember that
they killed Shredder in the first comic.
Okay.
Yeah, the first comic, teenage, like if you read the first 10 to 20 original TMNT comics, they were trained to be assassins. Really, and I know you're not going to
ninjutsu itself
is
basically
I know you're not going to like this, but the creators of the TMNT, they practically sold their souls. What I mean by that, they sold it to corporate America, so we never got that dark, proper Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories that we had before they sold it. USAGI has never been sold. It's always been the owner, what's his name? Stan Saka?
Yes.
Yeah, he's always owned this character. So the stories is always dark and intense. Corporate America is not.
So where did all these USAGI fans come from?
They've been around for a long time.
Apparently so. I mean, I never thought that they would end up doing this. I mean, there's other characters I would think they would get a standalone. I mean,
if I was you, I would read volume 1 and 2 of USAGI. They probably got to hear it, do it. And once you read those stories, you might be the same fan as you. As hard as you a fan of the TMNT, you might be a fan of USAGI, because it's just like the TMNT, but rated R. It's dark. Its head's getting cut off. It's the real deal. It's not political. It's not woke. That dude is crazy.
The visual of these cartoon or anime characters in this particular comic, it looks childish, but with the mature content that goes behind it, it kind of blends in very well.
That's why I like it, because it looks cartoony, but it's still, you see a lot of blood. Yeah. You see a lot of dark shit. It's rated X, man. This shit is crazy. I love it, man.
I think this is perfect timing to coincide with the Armageddon games that they have going on. We've got Last Runner going on, and this is going to have just like a whole different direction take on what's going, as far as like storylines and plots go. So, I mean, I think USAGI can build its own fan base.
Yeah, I mean, it's already got it. I know you just heard about it, but it already has a huge fan base. It's just getting bigger, and I'm excited to see where this goes in the next 5 to 10 years. I want to see more USAGI. I would love to see a dark movie of it, a rated R film. Like,
I think we got to call it quits on that.
What?
We got to call it quits on like
what
live
do you mean
action.
By that? Because of woke Hollywood,
CGI. I think we need to just go complete anime at this point.
You think so?
I mean,
you darn near right, because to make this rabbit in real life,
the ratio to live action to to anime, anime always gets it right.
Yeah.
They get the dialogue. They spend more time developing characters. They don't have to spend all their budget on actors.
Yeah, you're right. But I would love to see a dark anime of USAGI.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm asking you here.
But eventually, one day, if they could get the live action shit right, I would love to see this in action.
But with all these other characters that they have introduced to here, the Ninja Turtles could possibly just disappear, and this series could continue.
Yeah.
Because he's not the only martial artist. He's not the only samurai. They got their own politics going on in this dimension.
Yeah, I like it because instead of humans, they're just different animals in the USAGI universe, and I like that. I love this, man. I don't know why the creator have not made a real cartoon of this yet. Like, he made something on Netflix about USAGI's son. That was just stupid.
Really?
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. It's not about him. It's about his son. It's a kiddish cartoon. It's just dumb as hell.
You know I'm going to watch it, right?
Yeah, you're probably going to like it too, knowing you. But yeah, they made a kid cartoon version of this, and I didn't like it. Yeah, it was bad.
Again, we are here at City Comics on 86 and Michigan Road. Great place. Trading cards, gaming, game room availability. It's where we go to. We're about to make this place our home.
Yeah.
For a couple of episodes.
Shit, really, a lot of episodes. Really, this need to be the spot, man. Until we get that place I was telling you about, like get a tiny house or get a trailer or something, set up headquarters. But this is it right now. But right below, tell us what you think. Did you like this story? Did you read this story? Are you interested in this story? Because I love it. I just love it.
Again, so what rating are you going to give this comic?
I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it an
8 out of 10.
Yeah, this was everything.
8 out of 10.
And that's really great coming from me. That's really great coming. Because I'm a harsh judger. If you check out my YouTube channel, Nerd Culture is Toxic, I do nothing but rants because Hollywood has lost its way. And when I see stuff like this, it gives a bright light, a little to Hollywood, just a little. But this is good.
Well, I think we close to wrapping this up overall.
What would you give it out of 1 through 10, man?
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, anybody who knows me or at least in my Discord, y'all know I'm TMNT all day. And this comic gave me a lot to look forward to for the future things. Issue 2, they're going to have to interact with each other, so I'm really, really excited to see how that's going to end up. So they got me ready for issue 2, so I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Oh yeah, hopefully this shit don't get woke. Hopefully this shit doesn't just get fucked in between. But the first issue,
how could they make this woke in Japan? Could they find a way? Really? Could they find a way to do it?
In today's world, maybe.
I would be surprised.
I would not be surprised if a girl bunny rabbit, new character out of nowhere, just killing the Ninja Turtles. Like, yeah, I'm female, go. Get out of here, I hate men.
But much compliments to IDW, Dogu, and Stan Saki for this issue. But I think we're going to close things out.
Yeah. Hopefully I could get a girl tonight and have some fun.
And hopefully we can get the stream right the first time without no technical difficulty.
Yeah, because this is our second time recording this video. And the other one was like 17, 18 minutes. So this one's a little longer. Because the first time there was no volume. And I'm like, oh my God, we got to start this over again.
Kind of drained me a little bit the second time around.
What if this is the Twilight Zone and we going to do this video all fucking day?
We're not going to do it.
We're not
going to do it. I'll be that guy banging his head on the wall. That's what I'll be.
This was a good one.
But be sure to like and subscribe, both of us, at Nerd Culture is Toxic and at the Lyno Show. Thank you.